Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but honestly I was so focused on that side-by-side comparison video, and that is what I wanted to get done first. And after that I was kind of knackered, needed some sleep, but it is not too late. At the time of me shooting this video, you can see at the top there is a timer. We have over 9 hours left, right? Specifically 9 hours 11 minutes and 6 seconds and counting, and that is when batch 1 part 1 goes on sale. If you're unaware what the URL is, the website is retroremake.co. that's retroremake.co, right? And that's where you want to be in 9 hours and 10 minutes, right? Now, just a little bit of advice regarding the best way to kind of secure one and how many units are available there. Now, I have to say, even though Taki is not intending to create any FOMO, based on the views that I'm getting regarding the Taki alternative DE10 Nano, they may sell out, or I expect them to sell out rather quickly, right? So whatever the batch is, I think it's going to be like 1,000 each. The initial batch is of 2,000, and if we split that in two, it's going to be 1,000 in part 1 and 1,000 in part 2. I really hope I'm not wrong, and I really hope it is actually 2,000 and 2,000, but I think it's 1,000 per part, right? So part 1 1,000, part 2 1,000, and I like how Taki has spread it out, right? A lot of people are getting confused with the times. Initially, the first batch goes out, as we can see here, September the 5th, 8 a.m. Beijing time, right? So that's GMT plus 8, right? So at the moment we're in British summertime, so there's a 7-hour difference, right? So if it's 8 a.m. in Beijing, it's going to be 1 a.m. in the morning in London, right? In the UK, you've got different time zones around the world. In Central European time, they're 1 hour ahead of the UK, which means it will be at 2 a.m. for Central Europe, right? But over here, it's got the EST time, which is the East Coast. That's at 8 p.m. on September the 4th, right? So you guys will get it like a little bit before because you're more behind than us. But guys, just have a look at the time. We've all got smartphones. Go on there, put in Beijing time and compare it. You can go over to this website and you can see a countdown timer there, right? And just work out what is your local time going to be 9 hours from now, or whatever the time is on the website when you're actually watching a video, right? So if you don't secure one on the first day, you can always try the second day, which is batch 1 part 2, which is going to be September the 6th. 8 p.m. Beijing time. And I like how Taki's done this, right? Which kind of makes it convenient for different people's time zones, right? You may have work in the morning, you may have an early start, you may not be able to stay up till 1 a.m. to do the order, which means you should be around the following day where it will swap from, for example, for me in the UK, from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. the following day. A friend of mine that wants to pick one up, he says he's going to be sleeping on the September the 5th on the part 1, but he's going to go and try and get one on part 2, right? So guys, if you want to grab it, this is the website. Bookmark it, set your alarms, whatever you want to do. I mean, I've backed Indiegogos today where the times are slightly ahead in Beijing time, slightly ahead, and I've had to wake up, like set my alarm for like 3 a.m. in the morning to order something. And these are usually like GPD Win devices. When I got my last GPD Win Max 2, which is a really good device, guys. I actually edited the comparison video on that yesterday because I can move that around with me. It's very small, very light. But let's go and have a look at a few tweets over here. So okay, this is a tweet from a few days ago, but the reason that I'm bringing this up, because there is a discount code available, right? The discount code is not a raspberry, right? Not a raspberry. That is the discount code. Now I have to say, if you're gonna go on the website, me personally, for the saving of $3.14, if I wanted to ensure I would get one, I would just go through checkout and I would just try and buy it without even doing that. However, if you do want to make the saving, and we get that, right? Savings are always good. Give me $1 off, I will take it, right? What you should do, make sure you have copied this, right? Control C, right click, copy the code. So when you are going through checkout, you're not typing it up and you're wasting an extra few seconds. You're just Control V or right click and paste, and you're pasting it in there in order to get that saving. But like I said, if I was getting this, I would be skipping the discount code, man. The saving of that might be the difference between you securing one of the last units and missing out on one, right? So review units mailed out today. I guess that was me. I was one of them, and I have got my review unit. I've been checking it out, guys, and for the whole part, it's a one-to-one experience. I did a live stream when I initially got my DE10 Nano alternative from Taki, and I was very, very impressed with it. I was blown away with it. When I done the comparison video, honestly, after reading all your comments, the free frame difference, or the 1 to 3 frame difference after an hour, it didn't compound or anything. So that could just be down to other factors like going through HDMI, something that's running at 57 point something hertz being displayed on a 60 hertz screen through HDMI, could just be the frame buffering. There's a whole bunch of factors on there, right? And also remember, the two DE10 nanos that were in that comparison video, they weren't in sync either. They would kind of differentiate in a few frames. So on the whole, it's exactly the same from what I've done. I do intend to do some more testing and keep an eye on the channel. You know, I'll just keep an eye on the channel. I'll try and do some more stuff to make up your mind if you haven't made up your mind yet. Let's have a look at over here. So, right, this is correct. We have 4000 RAM. Okay, so extra RAM modules. That's good for anyone that just wants to pick one of those up. And 2000 MiSTer Pi, right? So, okay, so batch one, 2000 MiSTer ones. 2000 MiSTer Pi's, right? MiSTer Pi. And I imagine that's in drops of 1000, and hopefully there's a lot of you out there that can secure it, right? Based on the views my channel's getting, and when I'm looking at views that Video Game Esoterica's getting, the demand for this seems high. The demand might be higher than the initial supply, and you know, if you do miss out, hopefully Taki will restock soon. I can't remember if he said it'll be another month before it restocks, and eventually I hope it's just something that becomes a steady product so more people can get over to FPGA gaming. And here we go. Okay, so previously Taki sent out comms, right, over Twitter saying that the certification for Europe was going to take an extra few days, right? And it was causing a delay. But then the issue with the stickers happened where Sorgelig, the founder of the MiSTer project, wasn't credited on there. The sticker issue seems like it's been resolved because that's why they're able to ship the stuff out. But over here, Taki says, we have received UKCA, CE, and FCC. We now have more certification than the original board used for MiSTerFPGA. So that's great news. They are ready to roll out all around the world. Right, okay, so Shane McCarthy, he says, can you please limit orders to 1? There's no good reason anyone needs 2+. Who can't just be happy with 1 and give people a chance, right? And Taki just confirms here, the limit already exists for September 5th and 6th. It was always going to be 1. I was running a test today. So what Taki did, I think he did a test of releasing 10, and a few people managed to bag 1 when he'd done a little trial run of 10. And obviously, you're probably going to get people trying to order more than 1, and he eliminated that, whether that's manually or through an automated process. But good on that, right? Because we want as many people to get it, not scalpers to get it, right? Over here from Alex Land, hey Taki, is PayPal checkout running, or is it direct through the website? So Taki here says Payoneer is the only active payment processor right now. PayPal won't be ready until batch 2. Right, guys, I'm seeing a lot of chatter about Payoneer, right? I know Taki's mentioning Payoneer, but Payoneer is like the back end. It's the payment provider they use in order to accept payments on the website. In commoner terms, all it means is the website will accept your credit or debit card, right? You're just paying the way you normally do. You go on a website and it's like, okay, you want to buy such and such item. Okay, now you will enter your payment details, right? So you're not going to see the back end of it. There's a few, I think the most popular one is one called Stripe. I've not heard of Payoneer, but guys, this is back-end stuff. This is what's going to be accepting the payments on behalf of this site. So a lot of people are saying, oh, where do I make a Payoneer account? You don't need a Payoneer account. Payoneer is just something that's working for the site. All you need to do is order something on the site and go through the site's checkout process, right? So just to kind of hopefully eradicate any confusion there. You do not need a Payoneer account. Don't even worry about that name. Just go on the website, follow the sale as you normally do through a website, and enter your card details at the end. Now, from what I understand, PayPal hasn't been set up yet, so it's not an option, right? So yeah, PayPal won't be ready until batch 2. Okay, it says it down there as well, right? Okay, final one here, and a little bit technical, not exactly what it sells, but Razor Backtrack here says, is it possible to install dual SD RAM on the Mega Kit? So I imagine some of you guys might think, oh, I want a dual RAM setup. Honestly, My advice, you don't really need dual RAM. There's only one core that I think uses it, and that doesn't have sound, and that's Promod's midway core, right, which has Total Carnage and Smash TV working without sound. Unless you really want to play those games on your MiSTer without sound, you really don't need a dual SD-RAM setup. But hey, choices, right? But Taki answers to that, yes, you need to remove the L-shaped AV board, and that's it. You just add the second bit of RAM in there. But that's it for this video, guys. Just wanted to bring to your attention because I know a lot of you guys, especially since in Brazil, Twitter's been banned. I had a few users saying, look, thank you. Even though you're mainly getting your information out of tweets, we don't have access to Twitter. So guys, hopefully this is useful to you guys. And I do hope everyone that tries to bag a DE10 Nano clone or a MiSTer Pi, I really do hope you get one. Let me know down below in the comments if you do manage to secure one once you do. But that's it, guys. Be absolutely awesome to one another. If you're not subscribed, then a subscription and a like is always super duper appreciated. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.